So today we're in Südoststeiermark visiting the historical town of Riegersburg. The medieval town of Riegersburg is located in Südoststeiermark, that is southeastern Styria in English. This is one of modern-day Austria's oldest settlements that can trace its history back to the 9th century, back when roughly only 300 inhabitants had lived here. However, the most prominent aspect of this town is by far the conspicuous basalt-built Riegersburg Castle, located at the top of an ancient volcanic rock, 482 meters above sea level. The castle can trace its history back to the early 12th century, from around 1122 till 1138 CE. The first knight to have inhabited the castle was said to be Rüdiger von Hohenberg, around 1122, a member of the noble Riegersburg noble family of Austria. However, throughout the Middle Ages, the castle's occupiers and owners went through various hands, including the powerful König family in the mid-13th century, and then the lords of Waldsee, a noble German family who owned the castle between the 13th and 15th centuries. The castle also served as a safe haven for the inhabitants of the nearby area during the 15th century, when the Ottomans and Hungarians had made attempts to conquer Austria, for which the old border of medieval Austria in what is today modern-day Riegersburg was not far from the medieval Hungarian realm. In the mid-16th century, it then became the possession of the Riegersburg family. One of the most prominent owners linked to this wealthy and noble family was Baroness Elisabeth Katharina Wechsler, who had contributed to the completion of the castle during her reign in the early to mid-17th century. She had inherited the property from her late brother, Baron Seyfried von Wechsler, who had died childless. The Baroness was also known as Elisabeth Katharina Freifraufengaler, as a result to her marriage to Hans Wilhelm Freiherrngaler. Their surviving daughter, Regina von Wechsler, was a resolute lady who further extended the castle to its current form. By the end of her reign, the castle was surrounded by 3 kilometers of walls, including 5 gates, 2 trenches, and 108 rooms within the castle grounds itself. The castle was largely expanded and further fortified during this period as a result of threats of more invasions from the Ottoman Turks, for which the region of Styria was vulnerable due to their close proximity to the already conquered lands. The Riegersburgers died out in the early 19th century, and their descendants then sold the property to the princely house of the Liechtensteiners. Following the successes of the Allied forces in 1945 during World War II, the Soviet army seized control of the castle on their advancements to the Styrian capital of Graz, and then following the recession of Soviet forces in Austria in the war's aftermath, full control was handed back to the owners, the Liechtensteiners. Till the present day, as of 2022, the castle is still owned by the descendants of the Liechtensteiners, which in the present day is a tourist attraction that contains a museum with ever-changing exhibitions of its historical past. As well as the castle's own historical significance to the area, one of the most famous exhibitions within this historical monument is the witch trials of Riegersburg. During the Middle Ages, witch trials throughout Europe were not too uncommon, where a large number of people, particularly women, were condemned to death for supposedly being witches and performing witchcraft. In the Riegersburg Castle, an entire exhibition is dedicated to the innocent victims who were accused of such religious heresy and as a result punished severely, including many who were burnt at the stake. Among these, one of the most prominent exhibitions is that of one local story regarding the sentence of the Rosenhexe, known in English as the Rose Witch, a lady who was condemned to death for supposedly being a witch because she had the ability to grow roses during the winter months, an indication of how vulnerable citizens back then were to senseless accusations. Also located in Riegersburg is the famous Zotter Chocolate Factory, a real-life exhibition of an active chocolate factory that is open to the public. Here, visitors can witness how cocoa beans are collected and turned into various types and flavors of chocolate. There is even the opportunity for visitors to sample some of the chocolates that are manufactured here. The company was founded by the rather quirky and much loved Austrian chocolate enthusiast and philanthropist Josef Zotter and his family in 1999. As of 2022, this fair trade partner and award-winning chocolate manufacturer creates tons of processed chocolate per year that is distributed all around the world, ranging from various flavors and meeting the requirements of various dietary orientations. and in the process go through all lengths to ensure that their cocoa farmers gain fairly from their venture. But the company and site are more than just a chocolate factory. In fact, the site also has its own organic farm, which is also open to the public. The farm provides an outdoor experience to its visitors of how a humane organic farm operates. The business and ethics of Zotter of transparency and sustainability are clearly exhibited in the way they brilliantly treat their farm animals within their expansive grounds. Much of their products from the edible zoo can be bought from their on-site vendors, but also from their on-site restaurants and food stands. If medieval history, a scenic walk, and something different like a visit to a chocolate factory or organic farm interest you, you will not be disappointed by Riegersburg. This little town provides a fascinating experience for people of all ages and interests, and is a wonderful and inspiring place to visit within Austria. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel.